Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I got iRacing and we're going to race FIA F4 at Laguna Seca. There's going to be some crashes, cars getting sideways into the dirt. It's mayhem, it's chaos, it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the video, so without further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? And we're ready. Lights green and away we go. A little bit of wheel spin for me at the start, but I managed to keep a decent line heading into turn one. And oh no, already we got an accident. Oh, what a surprise. Holy.
What's happening in front?
Yeah, let's find out what happened back there. Alright, let's go to the bird's eye view. We're going to focus on that red, yellow, and blue car at the top of your screen. Everyone gets away pretty decently except for me. Now let's see what happens. Things are getting a little tight. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, and he collects several cars. Don't know why he didn't go down the pit road instead of shooting across the track. Alright, rejoining the action. Glad that happened behind me and not in front of me, although it was pretty close for my comfort. Anyway, so we're starting to get the field is getting ready to establish itself. I'm eyeing up that 17 car. Let's see what's going around him. I'm going to have a little sniff up here. I'm not going to try and move way too far back to make a move, but I am going to take a look, see what's ahead of him. I drive in VR, so just a little scouting mission there. Now we're coming into the Corkscrew. Oh, and a little bit of a lockup for a lot of people, including me. That's going to hurt a little bit, but not so much at the beginning of the race. Not that big of a deal. Oh, and then we got another accident. Oh, man. We're not even on the first lap yet. Let's go back and take a look at what happened in that one. We're going to go on board with me coming out of the Corkscrew. Let's see what looks like they just get a little too punchy in the corner and collects a few cars. We're going to dodge this. And while we're at it, we're going to take that 17 car and continue on with our race. Alright, we're through that one. Now we're on to lap 2. Let's see what we got going. Starting to get the feel of the car. Things are starting to, kind of get into place for me. Oh, a little bit of smoke there. What do we got? It's coming around the corner. This is the Andretti hairpin. Oh, we got another car turned around. That can be a tricky corner. You get on the gas a little too early in that one, and you can easily lose the back end of your car. Now I'm going to start trying to open up that gap. Car's, starting to get into the groove. Getting the feel of it. Just going to dial anything in. Basically, just want to try and keep a nice clean race here. Close the gap in the car in front of me. Widen the gap in the car behind me. Now we're coming into one of my favorite corners of this track. Just a touch off the gas. Drop her into fourth and go. Coming back up into Corkscrew. Definitely not my favorite corner in this track, but it is a fun little section. Another little lock up there. What a surprise. No, not really. Just tying these corners together, trying to keep it clean. And we're going to come around for lap 3.
Very slippery.
And you heard it there, folks. The track is very slippery. The track was actually pretty slippery. I don't know why, but I was having a hard time some of these corners trying to keep the car hooked up. All right, we got another. I think that's the 18 car coming out of the pits. Me rounding the Andretti hairpin, and the 18 car is gonna join the race just behind me. Lets me through. Appreciate that. All right, now I got someone to play with. Got to work on widening the gap to him, closing the gap to the... Oh, and he gets a little sideways in the dirt there. We almost lost it. Going back into my favorite corner. I got my start in sim racing a long time ago in the PlayStation 1 era. In Gran Turismo, my dad would make me race his endurance races for him. Of course, I would happily do that because I love sim racing. And here I am, 40 years old, and still sim racing. All right, and starting to feel really good at this time about the race. Feel like I've got the car dialed in. Tires are nice and warm. A little sideways there, but I was pushing it a little bit. The gap is widening. I'm making good time. I believe that's the number 5 car that is coming down the pit lane right now. If I remember correctly, he's going to join shortly after us, or just before me. I can't quite remember. He's going to join shortly after us. He's going to... Yep, there's the 5 car. Rejoining the race. Oh, we got a little car back there going a little bit wide into the dirt. Hopefully he can collect that and get back on his way. Pretty sure he does. Didn't lose too much spots. Alright, starting to close the gap on the green car ahead of me. Coming into my favorite corner, drop it into 4th, foot off the gas. Oh, but I caught a bit of that sausage curve and went a little wide. That's going to cost me. Here comes the 5 car. I thought about fighting him for the position, but no, I'm going to give it to him and hopes to chase him down and retake it. Normally, and we're going to pass the green car. Not too sure what happened to him, but he's pulled off to the side to let traffic through, which is nice. Chasing down that number 5 car, trying to close that gap on him, but he is pretty quick. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there again. Again, that track was slippery this race. I don't know why, but we're going wide. Quite a few lockups in this race when I'm watching the replay. Alright, coming back around to the Andretti hairpin. I'm eyeing up the 5 car ahead of me, trying to get that gap closed up. Seems. Oh, and then we got a little bit of spin out behind us. Oh, and then there's another one. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of chaos behind us. We're not going to pay attention to that. We're going to keep going because we want to focus on that number 5 car. Like I was saying, the race in VR. So I got my wheel, my pedals, and my VR headset. I use the Valve Index. Love my headset. It does add quite a bit of immersion to it. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to get down at the level of the car and be able to look around and not have to use a button. I can just turn my head and look where I need to look. Alright, we're still doing pretty good. Car still feels good at this point. But except for there, two lockups in a row. Man, I just can't get that corner today. A bit of a frustrating because that car behind me did close up the gap, but I was able to get on the gas pretty quick and were able to reopen up that gap just a little bit coming into the Andretti hairpin. And at this point in time, he's going to come around. I got a little bit greedy on that, tried to take a little bit much, tried to race it out of it, but and in the end, I just give the position to the 19 car, let him go. Maybe we'll catch him again later. Alright, if you're just joining us, this is FIA Formula 4 in iRacing. You're watching the 11 car, that's me, the Canada-themed car, sponsored by Hellman's Mayonnaise and Suave for Men. I don't know what Suave for Men is, but it's funny. So, yes, mayo and mayonnaise and whatever the hell Suave for Men is. Alright, there's about 4th place. Races feel pretty good. A little bit of a lockup. Another turned around car. Nobody can. Just everyone's all over the map tonight. Everyone's all over the map tonight. This race was shaping up for me. I was really confident in the beginning of this race, but it turns a little sour. I'm still a little bit salty about it, but see, and there's that lockup again coming into that final corner. Trying to pace. I've fallen to 5th position. Down to the Andretti hairpin. Oh, and another big lockup. I still managed to keep it together, but that lockups, they're starting to hurt me. That corner is a pretty decent corner. You can almost go flat out in that corner if you hit the if you enter it just right. You can almost flatten out that corner. Oh, and we got another car off. It's not an accident. We're not going to take a look at that one, but We're gonna squeeze by that car. Who's the number? Still 5th place. Coming into the Corkscrew. No lockups. Nice and tight. Starting to feel the pressure of that car behind me, but I am keeping it together. I'm starting to pull away from him just ever so slightly. Little by little. It's kind of a back and forth with this driver and me. I'd pull away, he'd catch up. I'd pull away, he'd catch up. 22. The 22 car. A bit of a rivalry going on. We stuck this out for a little bit. It was some great racing, to be honest with you. It was a lot of fun. I'd open it up on the straights, and he'd kind of close it up on the corners. Goes back and forth like that for a little while anyway. Oh, and there I go. I lost it. This is where I lost focus. I was checking my mirrors, and I just biffed her. Not the greatest way to rejoin the circuit on this one, but yeah, I overcooked that corner. I overcooked the hairpin, and I paid the price, got the car sideways, and lost a few positions. Very frustrating. This is when I started getting frustrated, that's for sure. Was not a happy camper after this one. And we're going to try and salvage it. And catch up with the cars that passed me. Hopefully, anyway. Getting into that nice high-speed corner. Off the gas. At a coast. Back into the gas and the apex. And away you go. Coming into the Corkscrew. And another lockup. Oh, it is so frustrating when you're driving and you see that one of those tires lock up and that's like, oh, you've been hitting your apexes, you've been getting it all right mostly from the get-go. And then, yeah, it just, frustration starts to build. Another lockup there. Getting a little heavy on the brakes. Turning in at the wrong times. Just was not in the zone, that's for sure. But that's okay, because we're here to have fun, and I was still surprisingly having fun. As frustrated as I was still having fun. A little bit more smoke there. I think somebody went a little wide, got a tiny bit sideways. Oh, and same thing up in the back there. I think that guy was coming out of the pit lane, and he got cooked it a little hot coming out of the pit lane there. We're starting to see some targets up ahead. Starting to work those lines. Trying to catch up to the cars in front of me. Hopefully get by a few of them, one or two of them. And we get sideways again. Oh, and I caught that curb. I caught that sausage curb. Got way sideways. Oh, just so frustrating. And I was having problems getting the car started again. Almost lost it coming back on the circuit, but we rejoin the race. Let that car go by. That is the number 3 car. We'll let the number 3 car go by and carry on with our race. Coming in a Corkscrew. Right, no lockup. Down, keeping a nice hugging the inside curb there. Starting to feel a little skittish at this point. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little frustrating. I was starting to doubt my control of the car. So I get a little wide. I was thinking about that corner and what I should have done different, and I was not focusing on driving in the future, or the present, sorry. I was focused on driving the past, and went a little wide on that one. Got a little crazy. Around the hairpin. Still got other racers in front of me. The gap is opening up, and I'm starting to lose hope of catching one of these cars. Yeah, so. But we plug away and we keep going. This is actually a fun little curve too. You can drop it down into 4th. A little bit of coast a little bit before you hit the entrance to the corner. Get off the gas, hit the apex, and away you go. It can be a smooth transition. It can be a lot of fun. Coming into the Corkscrew, and we hang on to it. on to it in the corkscrew for another lap. So right now I drive, like I said, I have a wheel and a pedal and a shifter. I have the G29, but soon I will be upgrading to a direct drive wheel. I feel it's time. This G29 that I have right now is the second G29 wheel. There was an issue with the first one. So I got Logitech, they sent me another one, and I got to keep the old one. And weirdly enough, the old one works on my kid's computer just fine. So he got a free wheel out of it, and I guess I did too. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, we'll be upgrading to a direct drive wheel soon. I don't know which one, but got a little bit of time to shop. Do a little bit of saving too, because goddamn, those things are fucking expensive. But hey, there's a guy on the iRacing Discord. He says, "Buy once, cry once." I'm gonna find that funny. All right, we're coming back up into my favorite corner. Usually what I do here is I let off just past the number 2 marker, and I let up off the gas a little bit. And once I hit the apex right next to that sausage curb, I get back into the gas. Oh, and a little bit of a lockup. I come into that one pretty hot. You can hear the tires moaning and groaning there as I came in to approach that little corkscrew section. Anyway, back into it. Just humming along nicely, trying to keep things up. We're almost done. The race is almost done. Hitting that final corner. Getting a good one out of that one. That was nice and clean. Nobody behind me. Unfortunately, there's really nobody in front of me either. But hey, what can you do other than to keep the gas pedal down to the floor? Try and keep the car on the track and finish the race without taking anybody out. Okay, we get into the dirt again. Like that corner, I was a little distracted. I can't remember by what, but I think it was more so I just took too much speed into that corner. I wasn't on the brakes to slow myself down to hit that corner properly. Coming into the high-speed corner. And once again approaching the corkscrew, and we got another car off. Is it the 18 car or the 19 car? I can't remember. But he's off to the side as we come down around. Oh, and I get a little side. Oh, no. No. I was so mad. I was watching for the car that I passed cut into the first half of the corkscrew a little too much. Wasn't able to keep it straight. Slid on the last bit of the corkscrew and got sideways into the wall. Luckily no damage other than my fucking pride and my paint, as you can see. And the car that I was checking my mirrors for is now right behind me. I think that's the one anyway. No, it is not. That is actually currently the leader. And I do believe we are on the final lap now. Yes, if I remember correctly, this is the final lap. The race is almost over. All I gotta do is bring it home. All I gotta do is fucking bring it home. I think at this point I had 6 or 9 incident points just for the offs. Just all off track stuff. You know, didn't hit anybody. Just nice. You don't want to ever hit people because you feel bad. You don't want to ruin anyone's race. You want to have a good race. Anyway, the leader's catching up to me. We're heading into that corner. Finally, somebody ahead of me. Let's see what we can make of it. Off the gas. Back into the gas. Don't hit that sausage curb, and you'll be fine. And hit that corner super fast. Coming into the corkscrew. A little bit of a lock up there. Yeah. We have a leader. See, at this point, I was getting a blue flag, but I wasn't too sure what was ahead of me, and I'd forgotten I was on the last lap. So I thought to myself, fuck the blue flag. If this guy can catch me, I will give him the position. And I think, yeah, I got out of the way to give him the position, and for some reason, he slowed down. Like, I'm off the line. Like, I'm letting you go by. Fucking go. Oh, well, whatever. Coming into the hairpin. Like butter. Back into the gas. Thought about chasing this guy down. Honestly, I really did. But, oh, see, that's where I was thinking of chasing him down. Got a little squirrely there and decided that I did not want to push. I just wanted to finish the race in one piece. Only one lap down. And this was the same. I was getting a blue flag for this car behind me as well, but it only popped up for a little bit of time, and it eventually went away because I was pulling away from him. But at the same time, like, I was thinking, okay, blue flag, you're gonna have to get a lot closer for me to give up the position and let you go by, because I'm not about to back out and wait for you to catch up. You're right behind me. I will give right away. I will absolutely get out of your way. But I am not when you're that far back. All right, I believe that the checkered flag is waving, and that's the end of it. Checker flag. All in all, good race. A little frustrating. It was a good race. That's all I need to say. Well, that's it. As always, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're a champ, and I love you very much. I hope to see you back for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with my little corner of YouTube. So until the next one, enjoy life on the track and take it easy, eh?